it's Reviews Day Tuesday, and I was gonna review Grayson Perry's Playing to the Gallery, but I can't seem to find that anywhere. So I'm gonna review the last book I read, which is About a Boy by Nick Hornby. Now, if you followed me on Goodreads, you know that I started reading this in 2013. Yep. And because I was reading it alongside someone else, I didn't really want to pick it up again until we could read it together, but it never seemed to happen, so I just stopped reading it very abruptly. But it's a very good book. The narrative was very well written, and in such a way that when I did pick it up, it was really easy to read, and I didn't forget any of the things that happened before. In fact, I started off exactly where the bookmark was, and I remembered everything that had happened in the past of the book, all of the things that I'd already read, which was really nice. It was really cool to be able to pick up the book and just start, which I found with a lot of books. I've entirely forgotten the narrative, and I don't remember anything that's happened so far, and I'm very confused, which is why I don't tend to put books down. The only issue with this is that it means the narrative is quite childishly written, and it's really simple and kind of pathetic, really. And I know that Nick Hornby is very well known, and I know that he has a really good reputation for writing fiction books, but I've never really enjoyed any of them. I just found his characters to be a bit flat and a little bit boring and very two-dimensional, really, and this was still the case in this book. I am aiming to watch the film at some point because apparently that is a lot better than the book, which is bizarre, but people tend to empathise with the characters a lot more apparently, so maybe I'll give that a go. I found that all of the things that happened within the narrative kind of added to the attributes that were negative for the characters. So the young boy, that's one of the protagonists, and the older man, who's another protagonist. There are two, and each chapter alternates between the two characters' narratives. The young boy is very dorky. He's kind of immature, he doesn't understand sarcasm properly, and not in that he tries to use it, but that people use it and he just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand jokes, and I think he kind of comes off as a little bit dim, which I don't know if that was the aim, but that's how I felt. I don't think that was the idea. I think he was just supposed to be a normal 14-year-old boy who just kind of didn't know anything about the world, but he doesn't come across like that at all, and it's a huge thing. And the older man, Will, is supposed to be some sort of bum that just lives off his parents' money and doesn't do anything really responsible with his life, which is perfectly fine. And if people want to live like that, then that's okay. But it's definitely played off as really seriously negative in this book, that he has no relationships, that he can't connect with people, as if someone with money just would not be able to do that, which is ridiculous. I don't like it, I don't understand it, but I felt like there are a lot of negative things happening in this novel. There's a lot of depression and suicide, there's a lot of bad relationships, and all of them seem to just contribute to the negative aspects of each character, and I just think that it could be better done. I feel like the whole story was very good, the narrative was well written, everything tied together properly, but the characters just it just didn't. So I didn't like the fact that they included depression and suicide in this book. It was okay, and it was quite well written as a plot point, and nothing about it was too extreme or too ridiculous, but the way that the characters reacted to it made it seem very trivial, and I understand that that's just the way that each character is, and that they're supposed to be people, and some people find it very trivial, or just don't understand it very well, but it's not a trivial thing, and I think that there should have been at least one character within the book that properly understood it, rather than just everyone wandering around like, well, we don't know what to do with this person because they're depressed, and how do you react to a depressive person? We don't know, nobody knows, it's a mystery to everyone. And I know that's one of my regular reviewing points. I don't like it when mental illness is badly perceived in novels, I just don't like it. It's a bad thing. So yeah, it's a pretty good book. It's standard, you can power through it in a day or two. It's very easy to read, and it's very easy to read alongside someone else too. And it was okay. I give it 3 stars on Goodreads. If you want to look at more of my reviews, you can check out my Goodreads below, and if you want to follow me on Twitter and Tumblr as well, you can, but I don't care. There's also another Review Stay Tuesday here, which I did quite a long time ago because I'm useless at reading nowadays and I need to get my shit together, but who knows when that will happen. Also, a shout out to my friend Amalza who hates this t-shirt. You're welcome.